Hello, coolers, and welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest as usual. We are going to begin with three possible changes Xavi could make to the starting 11 for Barcelona versus Athletic Club. We are going to be discussing on that as we move ahead. Then, secondly, talking about Ernesto Valverde, of course, former Barcelona boss, who will be the opponent for us tonight. Valverde recently in his press conference admit that he supports Xavi, says that he's not looking for revenge against Barcelona when we meet later tonight. So guys, before we get right into those stories, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel so you always stay up to date. Give the video a like and please watch right up to the very end. Barcelona rolled back into form this midweek when they swept aside Villarreal 3-0 at the Camp Nou. But they will be dealt with a tricky test later this evening as they take on Athletic Club. It is a must-win game for Barca if they are to keep up with Real Madrid at the top of the league table. And despite the strong showing in midweek, there are still problem areas Barca would need to fix if they are to dominate Athletic tomorrow. With that in mind, we take a look at three changes Xavi could possibly make ahead of his side's encounter against the Basque outfit. The first possible change is Ousmane Dembele for Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres has been in excellent form lately. The attacker made an impression, coming on as a substitute in the defeat to Real Madrid, notably scoring the goal in the second half. He continued that run by emerging as one of the best performers in the win over Villarreal. Torres' performance have not gone unnoticed, and it is evident that Xavi trusts the Spaniard now. However, with the Bayern Munich game just around the corner, the Barcelona coach could fancy a change on the left flank. The change could see Ferran Torres on the bench with Ousmane Dembele returning to the fold. It will give Xavi an excuse to give Ferran a breather, but most importantly, giving Dembele an opportunity to return to form following a series of disappointing performances lately. Then the second change could be Eric Garcia for Marcos Alonso. The centre-back area has been proven to be a weakness for Barcelona in recent weeks, especially with Ronald Araujo and Andres Christensen out injured. In their absence, Xavi has had to employ the likes of Marcos Alonso and Gerard Piqué. Alonso even featured as a centre-back against Villarreal in midweek. However, the former Chelsea fullback was not particularly impressive as he struggled in 1v1 situations. It is apparent that Alonso is not proper centre-back, and that could pave the way for Xavi to reinstate Eric Garcia at centre-back, partnering with Jules Koundé at the heart of the four-man backline. Garcia's return to form could go a long way in helping Barcelona solidify their core of defense ahead of Bayern Munich encounter. Then the next we have Alejandro Balde possibly in for Jordi Alba. In light of the frequency of matches, Xavi could be compelled to make one more change in the starting 11 in that game against Athletic Club. The urgent Jordi Alba remains a prime candidate to be called back into the bench, potentially to give him a breather for the Bayern Munich contest. Alejandro Balde is likely going to replace him at left back. The youngster was left out on the bench against Villarreal for the first time since match day 1, so it will not come as a surprise to see him returning to the starting 11 tomorrow. Balde's pace is going to be an asset for Barcelona in their quest to stretch the Athletic Club defense. He may even provide excellent combination play with Ousmane Dembele if the wider areas of the pitch, adding more elements to Barca's attacking play. So those are just the speculations, possible changes that Xavi could make in the lineup against Athletic Club Bilbao, in a game which will be a tricky encounter, no doubt. Athletic Club are a tricky team. They have always been a nuisance sometimes, and also considering the fact that they're in good form, we can't rule them out. We can't just say it's a guarantee win, because they are in fact they are playing well. I think this season they have one of the best starts in La Liga, so we have to be careful with them. Despite the fact that we're playing at the Camp Nou against them, it's still proving to be a very difficult encounter, and I think Barcelona must stay focused, and we It's just about Xavi getting the right ideas, the right tactics, the right lineup, and that will really determine the play. Of course, we have the squad. It's not like Barca don't have a good squad. We have one of the best squads in La Liga. It's just for Xavi to know how to use them. Some people talk about Xavi's inexperience. Yes, that might play a role, but I think he needs to get better on that tactically as well. Line up, um, putting the best players in the right games, the right positions. It matters a lot, especially when you have a very good depth in your team. And normally it can bring confusion to any coach, but normally when you talk about Javi, who is just entering into his proper coaching work, he's like talking about the proper coaching work, Barcelona being his first big team coaching. Definitely it's not surprising to see some issues of inexperiences from him, but we hope that he continues to learn from his mistakes, because that's where he gets the experience with time. Then on to the next story of discussion. Barcelona got back to winning ways against Villarreal, with Robert Lewandowski and Ansu Fati splitting three goals in a 3-0 win. Xavi had made a few changes to the team on the night, and it worked like a charm for them, with the likes of Frankie de Jong, Ferran Torres, and Fati standing out. The win, the win, as enjoyable as it might have been, only helps them maintain pressure on Real Madrid. Los Blancos leapfrog Barca in the league standings with El Clasico win last weekend. Games continue to come hard, fast, and entertaining in La Liga, with Madrid taking on Sevilla. That yesterday night they won 3 goals to 1. Barca, of course, will lock horns against Bilbao at the Camp Nou. Ahead of fixture, former Barca coach, now manager of Athletic Club, Ernesto Valverde, spoke to the media as part of his pre-game press conference. During the same, he was inquired about his past life with the Catalan club and whether he was looking for revenge. He said, "I want to win. There is no revenge. We won the 3 points. They are ahead of us in the league and it is difficult," he said, as quoted by Athletic Club. Barcelona are in good form. They play a good game against Villarreal. It will be difficult. Xavi is under heavy scrutiny after the team's potential inevitable crash into Europa League. Valverde, however, fully backed him as the best man for the job, as he said. He knows Barcelona well because he was a natural as a player and knows what a club's environment is and what it means not to win or draw. With the ideas he is trying to implement, I see the team as very good. Sometimes he does it more subtly, sometimes less subtly, but it is a strong team that can look forward to everything. Valverde went on a 2-year hiatus after being sacked as Barcelona manager back in January 2020. He has come back strong, though, with his Athletic side sitting 6th in La Liga with 5 wins out of 10. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.